vet eg standa. Heter eg Brasil, har badn på sin vita åring. Dadan komma dögvar taur si dala falla. Ständer är ju för grön i urdi brunni. And I say the words, once upon a life, once upon a life, once upon a life. And once upon a time, it happened that there was a dying king. His heart trembled at the beam of her soul-searching eyes. And she said, "Why are you here?" He said, "I have come to collect the water of life. Do you know where it is?" And she says, "Yes, I do. It's out on the courtyard, on the fountain. But you must collect it before the clock strikes noon. And if you don't, this castle and all will be enchanted."
And so why now these old myths? Why tell them?
When you are suffering, when you are going through hard times, the most crucial thing in life is that you need to find meaning. There's a lot of things to be said about how meaningless life is. I think all of us have that sense sometimes that it's just, we're all gonna die. It's all, everything is going to hell. But there is something that myths tell us, that everything that ends, also there's another renewal standing at the back of it. All of the myth cycles, it's like the seasons. The winter diminish and the spring comes back. And so what I find myths do, for me and for people to hear them, when they get the myth, is that they can feel some regeneration within themselves that's starting to happen. We become again, we gain a sense of wonder again. And she said to him, "Can you please put an avenue of gold that stretches from the castle out into the distance?" And they put the avenue of gold all the way out beyond the castle. And she said, "The person who rides to the left of the gold is not the right one for me. The person who rides to the right of the gold, it's not the one for me. Look to the one who rides through the avenue, through the gold. He is the one that I will marry. He is the right one for me." The fairy tales were always used to access very, very important psychological truths, and myths indeed themselves they hold all of those deep questions that we have to ask ourselves. I mean, look, we have to be philosophers. Our lives demand us to become philosophers, because one day we will have to die, and we fall in love, and we have children, and all these major events that happen in our lives, they push us as we live to start having to ask those big questions. And when you do that, you'll always end up, the deepest cauldron would be, what was before the universities? Myth. What was before all of the scientific thinking we have today? The myths. They are the oldest sources of philosophical knowledge that we have. It doesn't make them easy. It doesn't make it, it makes them sometimes quite unwieldy, but it gives us, they have so much nourishment in them. So if we spend time rummaging through the myths and working with them, they give us a lot of benefit.